Damn it. More of them.
Without a doubt, anytime I stream Outriders, the #1 question I see pop up in chat is, do you have a Trickster build, and can you show us the setup? And I get it. Trickster offers up a really intoxicating mix of damage output along with Loki-esque sleight of hand skills like teleport and time manipulation, and it really leads to some wild combat sequences. What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, back with another Outriders build guide, and this Trickster build is going to be dramatically different from the firepower setup I posted on my channel way back in May. Now, whereas that build was centered on mods and gear focused on sheer firepower and DPS, this AP Trickster build uses large amounts of anomaly power bonuses to post huge amounts of AoE and crowd control all over the battlefield. But before we get into today's video, in case you aren't yet a sub, please smash that sub button for more intensive Outriders content, and don't forget to ring the bell to receive all future upload notifications from my channel. I know you are really going to like this one, so let's get started. Jumping right in, and let's first take a look at the class tree, and as a quick reminder with Trickster, you will need to be in close to your targets for as much healing and shield regen as you can muster. So for this AP Trickster build, we're going to be spending our points in the bottom Reaver tree, starting off with Concentration for more AP, Disturbance Coating for Resistance Piercing, Concentration again for even more AP, and then head straight up and grab Anomaly Scything for a 30% AP bonus when you melee. Continue out the tree and again take Concentration, Continuum for damage skill cooldown reductions, Concentration again, and then head straight down to take the first major node of Counter Shield, which will give this build a 50% AP bonus when you activate a Deception skill. Keep heading out the tree and grab Disturbance Coating, Concentration again, and then again head straight down and take the next major node of Combat Shield's Timeline for another 50% AP bonus when we activate a Movement skill. Continuing on out the tree and take Concentration for the next 2 nodes, and then again head downwards for Continuum for more damage skill cooldowns, and then take the major node of Anomalic Acceleration for another 50% AP bonus when a damage skill ends. Heading out again and take Life Transfer, and then head straight up for the major node of Leap of Clincher for 25% more resistance piercing for activating a movement skill. Next is the major node of Scion of the Void, which grants us 30% armor piercing as well as 25% resistance piercing when a damage skill ends. And then finally take Shadow's Embrace, and then finish off the setup by unlocking the master node of Altered Executioner for a 10% AP bonus for every enemy in close range of our character. Here is how the entire tree looks once completed. Let's quickly review over the skills for this setup, and you will first start off with Hunt the Prey, which is a movement skill and stacks those AP class bonuses once activated. Now, Hunt the Prey allows us to get in behind large mobs of enemies and hit them from behind, as well as add a lot of anomaly power to our skills once activated. Time Rift can interrupt elites when they are charging up their abilities, but the main reason for using this skill is that crowd control and that extra 50% AP bonus once we activate this skill. Now both of these skills build up to our ultimate, which is Temporal Blade, and this is what is absolutely going to flatten huge swaths of enemies in short order. Once fully stacked up on AP, our Temporal Blade will hit for millions of damage against each target affected, and it will also afflict targets with slow and interrupt status effects. For this build, we're going to be using the familiar shotguns of the Death Shield and the Anemoy, and both will feature Fortress and Moaning Winds. Now for this all to work, you will have needed to have broken down both a Death Shield and an Anemoy prior to modding these weapons so that you have both the mods in your mod library. Additionally, the Death Shield works well with our setup as it adds on Weapon Life Leech and Healing Received that when we hit targets can help replenish our health bars. On the flip side, the Anemoy has Healing Received as well, but it also features Armor Pierce, which we have invested into in our class tree nodes. Transitioning over to the gear, and like I always mention in these build guides, you don't have to have these mods on the exact same pieces like you see in this build guide, but you will want these mods somewhere on your builds. So our AP Trickster setup is built around 3 pieces of the Edge of Time legendary gear, starting off with the helmet. Now this armor piece features AP, cooldown reduction, and skills life leech for attributes, and it comes standard with Double Slice, which is a tier 3 mod exclusively found on this armor piece, and then I have added on another tier 3 mod, Pain Transfer, which is found on the Trespasser's Talons. Now Double Slice adds even more damage to targets hit with the Temporal Blade, and Pain Transfer allows AP damage to transfer to additional targets when they are afflicted with the Time Rift skill. The upper body armor is again from the Edge of Time gear set and comes with AP, cooldown reduction, and skills life leech. Now both the standard mods for this armor pierce are Cyclone Slice specific, so I have replaced one of them with Double Time, a tier 1 trickster mod that suspends enemies in the air 2 times longer when hit with Time Rift. The other, Wind Slash, is a wasted mod and adds nothing to this current setup. The pants are the third and final piece of Edge of Time gear and come with the standard attributes, which are the same as the other pieces I have already covered. Now I have replaced the first mod with Captain Hunter, a tier 3 mod found on the gauntlets of the Cannonball, and this allows us to hit elites for 25% extra damage. Strong Slice is the standard second mod for this armor piece, and the huge Temporal Blade bonus it provides works perfectly for this setup, so just leave it in place. The gloves I looted, and they do feature AP and cooldown reduction, but unfortunately they also have long range damage, which is a total waste on this build. Now for the mods, I am using Long Range, which triples the range of Time Rift and allows us to cover huge areas when we activate this skill. For the second mod, I have added on Cut Loose, which will reduce the Temporal Blade cooldowns by a nice 20%. And finally, the boots, which again I have looted and again came with long range damage, but they did already have Time Crack on them. This is a strong tier 1 class mod that decreases armor and resistance by 25% for any targets caught up in the Time Rift aura. Slasher allows us to activate the Temporal Blade a second time and therefore greatly increases the amount of damage we can inflict with that skill. Here are the overall build stats, and what you want to concentrate on are the skill damage bonus perks along with those leeching effects found on both your gear and weaponry. Now in the future, I will replace both the gloves and boots with pieces that replace long range damage with status power. Now, in order to achieve your maximum damage output, you need to stick to a very particular pattern of activating your skills. So here goes. First, hunt the prey to a location behind your targets. Next, melee just once, and then activate Time Rift. Remember that you have unlocked nodes in your class tree that stack huge AP bonuses for performing these skills. Now you are ready to unleash your fully charged up Temporal Blades, of which you want to use both of them back to back. Now if there is anything still left standing after your attacks, you can now activate your weapons using Moaning Winds to finish off any hardened targets. And there it all is, and this is a nice alternative to using the other AP Trickster setup, commonly referred to as the spin to win build, which seems to have issues when enemies swipe through your cyclone effects and just drop you despite you already damaging them. Also, this AP Trickster setup can step in and somewhat replace an AP Pyro build for sheer crowd control and AoE, not completely, but it does a decent enough job. Now where this build really shines is if you can catch mobs in tight groups, because once you activate your skills and the sequencing I mentioned, you will absolutely wipe them off the map in short order. I'm going to end this one up the same way I end all my Outriders uploads by inviting you all to join our community Discord server. Just check in this video description, click on the open invite link, accept those rules, and you are in. Now once there, our awesome mod team will get you pointed in the right direction, and we've got channels for builds, CT tips and tricks, and the ever popular LFG channels, or looking for groups for both carries and farming. Don't get overly frustrated with the limited matchmaker capabilities. Instead, you can join our Discord and be in a group using mics in one of our free chat rooms, hitting your chosen content in just a matter of minutes. Trust me when I say that our Outriders Discord community is always active and really has solved many of the deficiencies that this game has. We truly do have every angle of Outriders covered for you, and a whole lot more. As always, I look forward to reading your feedback in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive all future upload notifications from my channel. If you would be so kind as to rate and/or share this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to find and follow me over on Twitch for weekly Outrider CT carries with viewers, join our aforementioned Discord community for all things Outriders related, and of course, you can follow me on Twitter as I post on most things gaming. Links to all of these platforms in the video description below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.